Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. My name is Brian Foster. I'm a content director here at PingCAP, and I'll be your MC for today's event. In today's webinar, Jin Shi, lead product manager at PingCAP, will walk through TiDB Serverless, a new, exciting cloud database as a service offering of TiDB that, as of today, is now generally available and offers auto-scaling, zero operational overhead, and true pay-as-you-go pricing. We'll then be treated to a live demo from PingCAP's own CTO, Ed Huang, and he'll showcase how to build the data application from scratch with TiDB Serverless in less than 10 minutes. Jin has substantial expertise in serverless cloud and developer experience. And besides being co-founder and CTO of PingCAP, the company behind TiDB, Ed is also one of TiDB's original creators. But before I get started, please feel free to drop your questions directly in the chat window. We'll be sure to answer them during the Q&A portion at the end of the talk. And with that, I'd like to hand it over to Jin. Jin, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Brian. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, and good night. So this is Jin. I'm the product manager here at PingCAP. I'm the PM of TiDB Serverless and developer experience. And as Brian just introduced, we also have Ed, our founder and CTO here. So I will kick off the introduction of the product, and then later we will have Ed to give us a demo about TiDB Serverless. So let's talk about why serverless. What innovate our customers compete in the global market? The only thing that people care about today is being to deliver products to their customers as quick as possible. They want their application and the infrastructure to be reliable, highly available, and very scalable as well. And the customers want all of this with insisting on the highest standards when it comes to security. Also, they want cost efficiency, especially under current economic situations. Lower the total cost of ownership, paying for what they consume, save for the idle time, without the need for investing and maintaining the quite expensive cloud resources. Those reasons are precisely what the serverless adoption is growing so fast. Serverless enables customers to focus on the things they benefit their customers and not the infrastructure they want to manage. The whole industry is moving towards more serverless architecture. Serverless database actually come later with challenges. These are existing serverless database offerings. They have great technical design with decoupled architecture. Storage and compute resource can scale independently, but still, you have to provision a compute reader or writer with minimal capacity. That means you cannot scale to zero, and the customers are still paying for the idle resources. Plus, thinking about the application development perspective, database is just one of the building blocks. In a typical application scenario, you have transactional data from your clients, and probably you simplified a little bit in terms of the whole technical stack by choosing a serverless database. But still, you want to do analytical dashboard to get business insights. Developers still have to connect all the dots together, so the total cost of ownership is still relevantly high. Our strategy is aligned with our customers, what developers are looking for. We are from PingCAP, and PingCAP is the creator of some of the world famous open source projects for developers, including TiKV, QSmash, and of course, TiDB. In case you don't know about us, PingCAP, CAP, stand for the CAP serism in computer science. They are consistency, availability, and partition tolerance. I know these terms are too technical or even boring, but you can definitely tell from the company name, our mission is to create the best service that empowers engineers, developers, and enterprises to innovate with speed, agility, and scale. So we created TiDB 8 years ago. TiDB now is the most advanced open source distributed SQL database. thousands of organizations are building applications relentlessly elastic, versatile, and reliable as titanium. They are from different vertical industries, like the folks here in this meeting room. You can tell, you can tell from the big logos here, they are from banking, payment, online shopping, gaming, logistics, Web3, manufacturing industry. All of them are running business critical transactional applications on TiDB. They are getting benefits from the streamlined tech stack, elastic scaling, real-time analytics, and continuous access to the data. All of them in a single distributed database. And more importantly, TiDB is contributed by the open source community. We don't build TiDB, but the TiDB is built together with our customers, with our contributors. We have over 30,000 of GitHub stars on GitHub, and 3,000 of adopters all over the world. 800 contributors from all of the world. Is a proven technology certified by every one of you. We do have different choices for our customers today, and we keep innovating and investing the TiDB core. How to make it more reliable, how to make it more scalable, how to support different types of applications, how to make our developers even more productive. These are the things we've been working with our customers to keep iterating. If you are comfortable running your distributed systems, if you have your own SRE teams, and you want to build an in-house database service for your own business, TiDB self-hosted might be the best solution for you. And if you are comfortable, let us to handle the underlying orchestration of the cloud resources and handle the resource system upgrading, etc. TiDB is dedicated could be the best solution for you. So you just leverage the cloud API, the TiDB from MySQL interface to build your applications on top of that. And we keep hearing from our customers. Lots of uncertainties these days, you want to control your spending. Your customers' demands or needs are not quite sure at this moment, and you need to do some quick validation among your customers. You want to adapt to this situation and iterate even faster to survive and succeed within all these uncertainties. So the questions to PingCAP and TiDB, what can we do to support enterprise and developers in this new reality? So what we can do to let customers is to deliver the values at an even lower price point. What we can do is to enable customers to use our highly scalable database without avoid capacity planning. What we can do is to even boost the development work, let the people focus on the real business. With that, we are extending our TiDB product family. And this is TiDB Serverless. TiDB Serverless actually inherits the best characteristics from TiDB. It's MySQL compatible. You can use your preferred development language to build an application on top of it. And of course, if you have existing MySQL applications, you just you can easily migrate it to TiDB Serverless with the tools and the best practice from existing from those things exist in the MySQL community. Also, it has the built-in HTAP engine that can. We are super proud of this functionality. You can run both transactional and analytical workloads in a single database. You just trigger the SQL query, send it to the TiDB, and with our smart optimizer, it can help you determine how to execute the SQL query in an optimal way. You can find out our benchmark tool on our website, comparing to world famous cloud database. Analytical queries are significantly faster than some of the vendors providing today. Definitely check it out by yourself on our official website. Next, elasticity. TiDB itself is already SQL at scale. TiDB Serverless is the next level thing that help you get out of capacity planning. It automatically scale up and down to meet the workload demands in just hundreds milliseconds, which is real time. And it definitely can scale down to zero. You never pay for the idle time. We charge zero cost from you if you don't touch TiDB Serverless. And our pricing model is just what you need, pay as you go. You can say how much you want to spend for this particular month. And by setting up the spending limit, more importantly, you can start free. With our generous free quota, you can pay only for the storage and the data processing you use. You can build your official website on top of WordPress. You can bootstrap your startup with our free quota we offer to every organization. And after that, you just pay the storage and the data processing fee you use. And you never overspend with the spending limit, as I just touched a little bit. And you can definitely scale down to zero if your developers go to sleep, and if you want to pause your business for a while, and if you believe you need more time to do some of the validation among your customers, don't worry, you never pay for the idle time. You can definitely scale to zero. So we are actively collaborating with OpenAI to make TiDB more accessible. Earlier this year, we announced the chat to query. You can iterate with database just with natural language. And today, we just added a TiDB bot. It's a chatbot trained by our knowledge base that built by the global TiDB community. You can ask any questions, troubleshoot issues, learn best practice, and or just kill your time when you are waiting for something. So everything can be done within the TiDB bot, within the TiDB web console. We are here to think our best to boost your development efficiency. Last year was the year of Titanium. TiDB Serverless has been beta since last November. It's been already 8 months, and we have over 10,000 of clusters running actively on TiDB Serverless until today. Again, we are seeing customers actively testing and building different workloads on TiDB Serverless. Some of them are even beyond our original expectation. We keep working with our customers together, hearing their feedback, keep iterating, and now we believe our product, TiDB Serverless, is ready. Today, we are seeing these customers from different industries, and we work together to make the product ready. I'm so excited to announce TiDB Serverless is generally available. Let's see what our customers are saying today. First of all, NinjaOne. NinjaOne is a leading logistics provider with the highest service coverage over 6 or even more countries in Southeast Asia. NinjaOne is using TiDB Server self-hosted today in their business already. And now this great Ninja is also using TiDB Serverless to build their day-to-day dev test pipelines. So their developers can spin up TiDB Serverless in just seconds to run their dev, staging, production, environment validation. And they can also facilitate ad hoc analytical queries. They just spin up the TiDB Serverless, streamline the data to the cluster just created, and run the ad hoc queries, and it can just give them the result in near real time. And by doing that, by utilizing both TiDB self-hosted and the TiDB serverless cluster as a bundle, we help the customers like NinjaOne to save their cost. Developers in NinjaOne can definitely can just actually ask for resource in real time, and they can focus on their development work. Their development efficiency is significantly improved, and eventually that leads to faster time to market for this logistic company. Next, we have Chain2. Chain2 is an AI-empowered Web3 AI risk platform. It's a Web3 startup. Now, Chain2 start to building public data public sharing APIs for enterprise and the Web3 users to look into the risk control of the Web3 business. We heard from customers that TiDB Serverless is really the best database for developers. It meets their expected platform growth with auto elasticity. It can support both analytical and transactional workloads, and really simplifies their development stack. Also, it optimizes the cost. They don't need to maintain their database. We just offer them the SQL interface and management API. They can use their preferred language to develop their applications with high speed. Lastly, we have our own pilot project, Open Source Software Insight, aka OSS Insight. It is a real-time GitHub Insights web application. It keeps fetching the transactional data from GitHub and give real-time analytical insights to open source investors, to open source project owners, and open source individual developers. It has huge data volume, 12 terabytes data, that's 6 million rows of the data. And it all grows in real time. From the animation on the right side, you can see the numbers is growing rapidly. And definitely it has a random mixed workloads. OS Insight keeps fetching the transactional data and gives the real-time analytical results to the open source investors. And earlier this year, we just the OSS Insight just integrated with OpenAI to let the users to ask questions in natural language, which means all the SQL queries in this system are kind of random. We don't know what types of customers are asking, and we don't know from the questions what types of SQL queries are generating later. That means in the past, all the analytics are kind of a fixed templates, but now it kind of a random. Given TiDB have a very smart optimizer, and execution plan can be determined by the optimizer, and developers, they don't need to handle those hints, execution hints now, starting from now. With the natural language questions, it just automatically determine what are the best engine to run to process your questions from the SQL queries from the questions from the customers. Of course, with TiDB Serverless, it can handle unpredictable traffic spikes. Earlier this year, Hacker News, OS Insight has been featured on the top page of the Hacker News. it gains 7 times traffic in 1 day. And our developers just sit still, and they don't need to do manual intervention during the traffic spikes. Zero maintenance, zero capacity planning. Everything happened smoothly on that day. Overall, TiDB Serverless, reduce the total cost. It's just like 1/3 of the total cost comparing to their originally database choice. And by running on TiDB Serverless, it's just saved 30% of the total bill. And what's more, with all the developer productivity, capability, and features we build on top of TiDB Serverless, it significantly improved their development efficiency. Especially you are building an application with mixed workload with AI capabilities, TiDB Serverless is the right choice for you. So I talk a lot about the benefits. I talk a lot about our values TiDB Serverless can offer. But now the stage, we will invite Ed on the stage to give something for real. Ed will demonstrate something for real to showcase the capabilities, the power of TiDB Serverless.
Yeah, thank you, Jin. And actually, until today, I still think I'm still a very hands-on engineer. So instead of talking about how good is serverless, I prefer to create some actual useful things to show the whole process and show how easy we can use TiDB Serverless to create your application. So the story next I'm going to show this. Actually, it is also my personal use case. Sometimes I always want to create a private chat room for me to have some private conversation with my friends. But I'm a private person. I don't believe in other tools. So instead of using other tools like Telegram or other tools, I prefer to build my own. So yeah, that's why I create a small web application. I call it Charity. Yeah, according to the name, you can understand it's actually the chat room application. So first, let us today I'm going to show it is a very typical web application, and under the backend storage is TiDB Serverless. So I'm not. I just today I just spent a couple hours to create the application code, but I have never been setting up the database. So this is today what we are going to do. Okay, first I will go over the code of Chatty, so you can understand some basic context about what I'm building. Second, I will I'm a big fan of CLI, so and also TiDB Cloud Service provide a really good CLI too. So I will create a cluster connecting the cluster all while the CLI too, which is TiCloud. And then I will show some normal maintenance operation like backup, restore. You can see it is basically totally compatible with MySQL, so which is very easy to use. And then I will use TiDB Stories also provide a very interesting feature called chat to query using just so that you can use natural language to ask questions and get some insights from your data. So let's do it. First, this is My favorite programming language is Golang. So today I choose to use Golang to build this application. It's not that fancy. It's a very typical application. So the main function in each DB and the lesson in the local port. So basically, you can deploy Chatty on the VPS or on the public machine so that you can deploy your own. I will open source this whole project after this webinar, so you can also play around. Yeah, the only important things here is first I want to show a router. Here you can see there's some RESTful API here, and so basically the channel name is the name of the different chat room. I will show you later, and the history API definitely just getting the history of this chat room, chat history or message history of this chat room. Yeah, it's like it's very easy to understand. And the WebSocket is just used for fan out the message. It is also the very typical use case for WebSocket. And you can see when the client posts a new message through this API. First, I will fan out to the other users in this room, and also insert this message history to TiDB to the database. So actually, using TiDB is basically it is basically the same with using MySQL. So you can see here, I just using the SQL driver here, and initial DB here is just like using MySQL. And the database schema is also very simple. Just like I said, you own the data, so that you have to create the table schema on TiDB Serverless so that we can store the message history to your own database. So this is the definition of the table. ID, channel name, sender, message, and when. So I will also create some index on the different column. So it's pretty simple. And yeah, let's begin. First, I will use TiCloud. Yeah, actually, TiCloud is the TiDB, the CLI tool for TiDB Cloud. You can see the document on the PingCAP's document site, and it's crazy to install. So instead of install, I have already installed in my laptop, so I can directly use iCloud. So let's see iCloud cluster. So it is looks like the creating cluster or something. Okay, iCloud cluster create. Okay, so this AWS. Today I'm in Asia, so basically it is a good idea to create a cluster on APAC region. I think it's in Tokyo. Okay, cluster name Chatty is my app's name, and password. We choose a easy to remember password 1 2 3 4 5 7 6 7 8. Okay. Let's see. So you are also you are not going to do the sizing. You are not going to do the capacity planning. So yeah, just wait a couple seconds. You're all set. And then we jump to the dashboard. Oh, we can see, hey, the new cluster is here. This is the dashboard of TiDB Cloud. So you can see the chatty is here. It is available. I'm not, I'm not buying my car and card. It is totally free for now. So yeah, let's run some query. Okay, it works. So let's see. We have a table schema here, and we can simply create the table and creating index just like MySQL. So and also TiDB Cloud provides some very user-friendly features like when you hit the button, the connect here. It will show you the connecting stream here, and it is really convenient. Just copy it and paste. Put your password here. Okay, yeah, you can see connected to this cluster. You can see this TiDB Serverless. And just using MySQL client, you can see here. Okay, so let's just execute the query here. Cool. So let's get back into the database. Show tables. Okay, the table is here. And I also create with the help of ChatGPT, I also create a script to generate some random message. Yeah, I use this script just want to show you some best practice to inserting data to TiDB. But it's pretty simple. You have to, if you want to be more effective, you have to always insert data in batch. So yeah, but you can see here the I also just using MySQL driver. So I need to do some modification here. So just like I said, we provide some very convenient connection guidance in the dashboard. So you can see Python. Okay, so yeah, I can just, and we also provide some code example so that you can just copy and paste it to and do some minor modification so that you can just copy and paste here. Yeah. Oh, don't forget the password. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, this script just basically inserts some random data to the channel default channel. Yeah, every 200 records and execute the transaction. Okay. Okay, looks like a charm. Let's connect it to the DB to see if it is the data is here. Yeah. Okay, all good. And the next step, so I have already prepared the database well. So and for next I can change my application code here. So you can see my main application is written in Go. So here I need to put the DSN string here. So yeah, I can also ask the connection page for help. Yeah, it's super convenient. Yes, also have the go long. Yeah, Copilot, don't do that. Oh, pastime becomes true because I have a core daytime. Okay, password. Double check. Gateway 0. Okay, looks good. Okay. Yeah, it's a login page. Chatty, when you need a private chat room in a hurry. Okay. Yeah, good. This is the history I generated using my script. You can see here, and I will create another room. Login using a different email. So you can see hello world. Yeah, here you can see I still meet you. Yeah, okay, that's good. And also I can create another secret room. Yeah, this secret room. Let's go to the secret room. I am also here. Okay. And so it is private because just like I said, all the data is stored in your own TiDB Serverless instance. So let's see. Yeah, you can see in the SQL editor or from the dashboard, try to query. You can see count star from message. Oh. Okay. Yeah, actually, I can, for example, just message. I guess I can escape some of the okay, I can ask I'm using chat to query. Basically, I can ask some question to get some insights from my data using natural language. So I can try. In message table, who posted most message in channel secret? So actually, the OpenAI is generating the SQL for me. So looks good. Yeah. If you output the name, which is my another ID, the message count is 4. Let's see. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks good. And just like the normal database, I can also use all the best practice from my SQL community to do the maintenance, like backup, restore. So yeah, I can just use my SQL dump to back up the data because it's not that huge. So let me try. My SQL dump. Yeah, I should definitely. My SQL dump is pretty similar to MySQL client. So I can just use my SQL client, the connection string, and change to my SQL dump. Yeah, SQL dump don't have this. Password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, no. Creation timeout, no need. Okay, looks good. Dump the SQL. Yeah, so basically, because you know, just like I said, TiDB speaks MySQL via protocol. Most of the tools from existing MySQL community can be just directly used on TiDB Serverless. Okay, let's see. Dump file. Yeah, it looks good. And we can try, for example, I just suddenly job table. Oh my God. Yeah, just drop the table, but no worry. I have a backup file. So I can just use MySQL matching string to restore the data. Okay. Okay, you can see. Yeah, back to life again. Okay, looks good. This is the demo. Okay, I just like I said, I will open source all the source code after this webinar. So yeah, this is a demo. I will hope you like it. I will stop sharing and draw the board to Xin again. Okay.
Thanks, Ed. That's a really comprehensive demo, and I hope everyone can see it's just so intuitive to bootstrap your application from scratch using all the capabilities provided by TiDB Serverless. In such intuitive experience. So yeah, we start. I'd like to sum it up. We've been thinking about the metaphor about Ti or titanium. I believe every one of you, already know this metal is considered the most biocompatible metal, given its unique characteristics like it's super reliable, super stable, and versatile. It's been used widely in human body, like dental implants, bone construction implants, etc. Basically, titanium could be considered as the best building blocks for human body. So we hope to make TiDB Serverless as the best building blocks for developers. I hope those metaphors connect together at this moment. With that, we build our TiDB Cloud COI, as Ed just demonstrated. It can be used to interact with TiDB Serverless in a command line way. And also, we want to meet where developers are. We've been working hard with great partners, all over the world in this industry. So if you want to build your applications in a serverless way, in a super quick way, definitely consider our integrations, our partnership with Vercel and Netlify. We have a tutorial sample codes, first-party integrations with them. You can bootstrap your applications in just seconds with TiDB Serverless on those platforms. And if you have your preferred IDEs, editors, or database management tools, we have Visual Code support. You can also see TiDB, IntelliJ IDEO, and the DB waiver. You can find TiDB there. You just connect to TiDB Cloud, and we will give a preview of your database resources. You can do your SQL queries, the application development inside of these your favorite development tools. And if you are an enterprise company, you are managing all of your cloud resources. You want to manage all of them in a single unified user interface. We have a Terraform provider. Definitely check it out. It makes you super easy if you don't want to do vendor login, if you want to manage everything within your preferred tools using Terraform. And definitely, if you are building something like low code or no code, we have Zapier integration. And Zapier TiDB Serverless should be the one database that can handle both types of workloads in a versatile way. So for those types of applications, TiDB Serverless should be considered the one database you should use. And that's not the full list, of course, and it is just expanding super fast. We've been working hard to meet where you are. Of course, we have a lot of first-party efforts, which means we have a comprehensive documentation website. You can get started from the sample codes there. We have the developer hub. It's a full list of the resources for the developers, and we have online courses. You can, if you prefer video tutorial, go to check that website. And we will also post those videos on YouTube channel. You can definitely learn TiDB in just a few minutes. All right, so with that, that's my ask for all the participants today. Definitely, scan the QR code on the left side to start TiDB Serverless instantly for free. Every organization can get 5 clusters for free. And each clusters, you've got 50 million request units and unique storage for you to test, to build small applications on top of that. And also, we are running a TiDB Hackathon, TiDB Future App Hackathon 2023. Scan the QR code on the right side. We are partnering with AWS, Vasel, and other great partners. We have already like 1,000, over 1,000 participants all over the world. You can brainstorm your ideas with all the developers from all over the world and win the total prize up to 36,000 US dollars. We would like to see you there in the hackathon. All right, yeah, so definitely check it out. I hope you can build with us together. Really enjoying the experience by using TiDB into your application development. That's it. That's it for the webinar, and we do have a Q&A section. Brian, back to you.
Thanks, Jan. Thanks, Ed, for this excellent presentation and demo. Now let's check it out and see if we have any questions from our audience. All right, here's one. What kind of application workloads are a good fit for TiDB Serverless?
Oh, yeah, that's a really great question. So I already shared, some of the customer cases we are seeing today. And we actually seeing customers, from all different types of industry actively running or testing their workloads on TiDB Serverless. There are, I would say, we have 3 types of product offerings today: TiDB self-hosted, TiDB dedicated, and the TiDB self-hosted. Choosing among different product offerings today is all about, what you want to trade, what do you want to get, right? One data I can share with you guys is like, we do have a lot of users just grab our open source TiDB core by themselves and host everything on their own machine or on EC2 or other virtual machines on the cloud provider. But using TiDB Serverless, I would say if your existing TiDB open source hosting, the total CPU utilization is under 20%, TiDB Serverless can be the better choice for you because you got a better cost, you got a better bill by the end of the week, by the end of the month. That's one of the data I can share. And thinking about other characteristics about your workload, if you like the Oasis Inside case, if you are not sure of your future traffic, if you're running into some random spikes, right? You will never, with TiDB Serverless, now you get the benefits. You will never plan for the upcoming future capacity stuff. You never overpay for your resources. TiDB Serverless is the choice for that types of workloads. And thinking about your broader business, for example, if you are in an enterprise, you are managing tons of MySQL workloads, MySQL database, and you keep your business running, and those MySQL, I would say just like one instance or super low CPU utilization, you can combine them together into TiDB Serverless, and you will get a good return by doing that. So that's the most, I would say, like the best workloads you should consider TiDB. But we do have other user study coming along the way, and we will have a more webinar talking about those customer case. Stay tuned. We can share more detailed information by navigating you choosing between all different types of product offerings we are having today.
Excellent.
Yeah.
No.
And
Yep.
yeah, I will add some comment on this in this question. To my own experience, the TiDB Serverless is really a good fit for anytime you really need a database in a hurry. So if you want to, you have a great idea trying to build something, build a prototype, then just use TiDB Serverless. Is really easy to set up with a zero cost to start, and also with MySQL compatibility. So yeah, it's really convenient if you have a great idea, want to build a POC in a couple hours. Yeah, it's a good fit. And also it is good fit for running some testing or development environment, running some tests or CI/CD use case. It's really good. Yeah. Okay.
Excellent. No, thank you both. Very, very nice in-depth answer, which I think is really great. All right, let's see if we have a little bit of time here. Let's see what other questions we have. All right, here's another one. What makes TiDB Serverless such a unique cloud DBaaS compared to other offerings that are out there right now?
Right, yeah. So I don't want generate some kind of a debating at this moment, but at high level, I can share with you guys at the very beginning, I shared why the industry is moving to a serverless architecture. And some of the, most leading companies, they are providing serverless database in today's market. But TiDB Serverless, I would say some of the unique value prop we are having today, super elasticity, definitely can scale down to zero. If you are just like Ed mentioned, if you are just running some experiment, running inside your dev test environment, definitely use TiDB Serverless to, to optimize your total ownership of the cost. And another thing, I would like to talk about is the edge tab capabilities, which means you can run hybrid workload inside this single database. You don't need to worry about all the ETLs, all the kind of a Redis cache for your ad hoc analytical queries. You can get them in real time. And another thing I like to emphasize is the developer experience, the developer tools we are offering today. We just want to meet where you are. Like the list I just shared, you can always find TiDB in your preferred tools. And we have different types of resource for you to bootstrap your application development in just seconds. So yeah, I think those are the things I build up the uniqueness of the TiDB among this market. And again, we will have a follow-up webinar to talk about some of the detailed technical design about TiDB Serverless. And you can learn more about why we are actually stay competitive among the DBaaS offerings. Yeah, that's my answer for now.
Excellent. No, thanks for going in. I know it could be a tricky question, but I think you answered exactly what we were looking to hear. So much appreciated. I have one last question here. This another one that just came in too. So this is a question. So just to confirm, serverless architecture can scale based on workloads. So for example, if we need additional compute capacity, the platform will scale accordingly. Is that all accurate?
Yes. So we have very well designed underlying architecture for the scalability. So basically, storage and compute can scale independently, and we have a near real-time response to determine how to scale based on your workloads. But to answer the question, yes, once your traffic comes in and we see a spike, we will either allocate extra compute resource to you, or we can also the compute resource can scale in place to handle the big queries from the client side. So again, we will have more technical details to share. Definitely stay tuned to look for the future blog post, technical design webinar, and you will know more details about that.
Yeah, about this question, we actually have a real world story. This is a story from the OSH Insight. And you know, in early OS inside, just like Shixin said, is already run migrate to TiDB Serverless. And in the early April, the OS inside that website suddenly came into the front page of Hacker News, and the traffic is just blowing. And but at my time zone, it is just midnight. Everyone is sleeping, was sleeping at that time, so no one can uh, handle this traffic big time. So the system automatically scale out to serve the workload. Then after the peak time, and they automatically shrink back to normal. So the second day when we get up, we see, hey, it actually works, worked. So it's an amazing story about elasticity of the TiDB service.
Excellent. Well, thank you both for again kind of going through these questions. It's been really great, and it's been a great presentation for all. I know we're at time here, so I just want to as a final kind of outro, just want to thank everyone for attending today's talk. We'll make a recording available to everyone who registered for the event in the coming days. And as we have on the screen here, please don't hesitate to either scan these QR codes and again spin up a TiDB serverless cluster instantly for free. And then, of course, please be sure to check out our hackathon right here. So again, thank you all for attending. And I hope you all have a good day.